Hey guys, Scott here with Everyday Home Repairs. What I'm going to show you today is how to install new or replace old vinyl shutters. I have both instances where we install over brick, like this one, and then also over vinyl siding. But we're going to focus mostly on installing over brick because that's quite a bit tougher than installing over vinyl siding, even though I will review a little bit over how I approach the vinyl siding part. So stay tuned and we'll jump into installing these vinyl shutters. So you'll start off getting an idea on what the size of your current shutters are. You'll want to get as close as possible because that's going to help with the install. Mine were about 58 3/4 of an inch in height, and then I was somewhere around, it was about 13 5/8 for the width. So I went to the local three kind of big box home improvement stores, and this is as close as I could get. Height is pretty much matched up for me, but I am about 1 inch wider for the width of these shutters. Now bear with me on the video here. This was early in the morning, so the sun's kind of peeking out over the roof line. But just wanted to show you removal of the vinyl shutters. Really easy. These are using the kind of plastic spikes, and I'll show you a picture here shortly. So I have a screwdriver, but really you can pretty much just pop these off with your hand without any issue. Now, you do want to be careful because depending on how long your shutters have been up and what area of the country you're in, there can be a whole lot of stuff that is kind of taken up home behind those shutters. Spiders. In my case, you'll see there was a wasp nest. Now, luckily this was an old one, so it wasn't an issue. In my case, because the shutters are a little different sizes, I'm only really going to be able to reuse the top mounting holes. So for the others, I would recommend to fill those with just a general purpose exterior caulk. Taking a look at the hardware that comes with the vinyl shutters, you're probably just going to get some of the plastic spikes. You'd drill a 1/4 inch hole and then you'd use those spikes to kind of do a little bit of a friction fit. I'm not in love with these fasteners, so I did take a little bit different route. And that was for the brick install. I used some plastic anchors here. You can see number 10, and then that matches up with the 2.5 inch number 10 screws. And then for going on vinyl, no plugs. I just drilled directly through the vinyl into the plywood on the outside of the house, and that was using those 3-inchers. Now I did want to match up the finish of these screws, the pan heads. So I put those in a cardboard box, and then I used just some Rust-Oleum 2X primer and paint, and just did 2 passes. So did 1 pass, all different directions, let that dry for 15 minutes, went back, let that dry for 30 minutes, and then I was ready to go. Now to get the shutters ready before install, what I did is I grabbed a 7/32 inch drill bit, and just pre-drilled the holes through the little mounting cylinders, because this is going to make it so when you tighten up that screw, it gets a nice secure fit. So just drill all those out prior to going out for the install. Okay, so now you got your vinyl shutters ready. So you go out, again, this is going to be the brick one. You can use a mounting board like that if you need to. I actually took that one out because I'm using those top mounting holes. So right now I'm just, I had inserted the 2 plastic plugs. Now I am hand tightening the screws within those, and that's the 2.5 inch screws. So I get it all level. Now I have 4 other mounting holes, 2 in the middle and 2 at the end. So I'm taking a 1/8 of an inch mortar drill bit, and I'm just marking my holes there, and then I will remove the shutter back off and then drill out the 1/4 inch with a mortar drill bit, 4 mounting holes. Now this is going to, I will tell you, this takes a while, and you do have to use a little force, and you need a hammer drill really to get through that brick. So take a little time. You should be wearing eye protection and hearing protection because hammer drills can be quite loud. When you have all the holes drilled out, then you'll go ahead and take those plastic plugs and gently tap those into the hole, so that they're flush with the brick surface. And then this will give us a nice secure anchoring point for the 4 additional mounting points that we just drilled out. Now you're going to be tempted to use an electric screw gun to tighten in these 2.5-inch screws because it takes a little while to get them all tightened down. But I would recommend taking the time and hand tightening these. Sometimes you can have a little bit of issue of being a little too aggressive with electric screw gun and rotating those plastic plugs in their holes, and then it kind of screws up your whole mounting surface. So take the time, hand tighten those, get a little workout with your forearms, and it's going to make for just a better mounted finished product. And these screws and the anchors are going to be way more secure than the plastic plugs or spikes that come with it. And that's what it looks like for the brick surface with the 2 shutters. Now reviewing the tools, really I had a hammer drill, had a couple different other drills to drill out the shutter holes, and then just a level, hammer, Phillips head screwdriver, tape measure of course, and then an 1/8 inch and a 1/4 inch mortar bit, and then that 7/32 standard drill bit. So hopefully this video helped you out and gave you an idea of what it takes to replace your existing dated vinyl shutters or installing them for the first time to give your home a new look. I will include in the description below the video, I'll include the tools that we used, the hardware that we used, like the screws and the plastic anchors for the brick, but then also a link to the type of shutters that I had purchased for this job. Again, my name is Scott with Everyday Home Repairs. If you like these type of videos, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate it. Take care.